Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I want to share with you some recent purchases that I made in Splinterlands. This is using some crypto that I earned for free using my time and attention. If you want to know more about that, you should watch the video where I talked about Raid Shadow Legends and how I got paid to play that game. There's an app you can download. If you use the app, if you play the game, if you meet the criteria, you can get some real world rewards. And I recently spent that money. It's about $100. I'd like to show you what I did. I'd like to hang out and talk about cards values within Splinterlands, why I'm still interested in acquiring these NFTs, and some of the places that I'm more excited about and why. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Otherwise, check out the next video. Have an amazing day, guys. God bless. So we'll head over to Peak Monsters. Actually, first and foremost, let's show up that other video. The video in question is called Raid Shadow Legends Paid Me to Play, and it's from a couple weeks ago. You can check it out. Came out on January 12th, so last month actually. Or I guess earlier. Yeah, January 12th, 3 weeks ago. And yeah, there's a app that I use that, and you can too. And as long as you follow the sort of the timelines that it sets out and you play the game effectively, you can do so largely for free, and you'll be able to enjoy what I think is a fun game and receive some rewards. So check it out. And there are links in that description if you want to know the name of the app or where to download Raid. And if you use the Raid Shadow Legends code that I have, then we each get some like in-game heroes or something. So check that out. But in that video, I guess showed that I got 130,000, I think, DEC that I was going to hold on to and show you what I spent it on. I said that was the plan, to do a whole video, but life circumstances has kept me busy recently, and so I haven't recorded a video exactly about when I went shopping, but I still see my Explorer activity on Peak Monsters, which tells me what I bought and when. 11 days ago, I spent $100 on these assets. And so I want to show you what I did, and I want to talk about why these cards, etc. On the screen here, you're going to see Silverblade Fighter, Dry Bone Bowdog, Argarux Magus, and Anacron Bolter. And so Anacron Bolter max level, Drybone max level, Silverblade level 7 out of 8, so almost max level, and Argarux max level. And so these are all Rebellion cards, and across various splinters. I found that the value of these cards was like uniquely, let's say, eye-catching, both from a functionality perspective as well as a cost perspective. So these are the cards that I got: Silverblade Fighter, Drybone Bowdog, Argarux, and Anacron. And I want to do a bit of a deep dive on each of them and talk about why I got them and the value points we paid on each. So Silverblade here, 29 cents per BCX, high bid of 27. And so here we see the Argarux that I bought, and it was $21.08 for that Argarux. I got the Anacron for 38 for that max level Anacron. The Drybone 22.88 for the neutral archer with the ambush, which I really, really value. And then Silverblade Fighter, level 7, not a max level, for $18. And so I don't know where those stand with respect to like these recent values, because again, I bought those 11 days ago or 2 weeks ago practically. But this card I just find super valuable, and it's my contention that Rebellion will be uniquely, let's say, highly prized. I think it's going to continue to persist in sort of its impact within the more modern meta, even after we see the release of Conclave Arcana. That's part of it. Plus, Flank is such a powerful ability that this card brings to the table, being able to enable a second melee monster that doesn't have reach to fight from that second position, especially on the life team where there's some really cool, powerful cards in that context. Some of which maybe I could feature here, but I'm not going to go there. Actually, I'm just going to leave it at saying there are a lot of cards that benefit from having access to Flank. And so Silverblade Fighter, really, really, really great. I would love to have the max level, but I did have, I want to say I had 25 copies. And so I'm getting close to a max copy already, in conjunction with just having bought the $20 level 7 and whatever BCX I had before that. And so I do want the max because you get 3 damage output. But frankly, at the level 6 or higher, I think that's where you really, that's where you start to unlock the real significance of this card. With the protect, the flank, the void armor. And at the highest level, of course, you're getting the melee buff and you're getting still more armor. But ultimately, I would argue that the greatest utility starts to happen right here at level 6, which I didn't have. And so now I do. That's one piece of what I was really excited to own. Anachron Bolter is another card that I find a lot of functionality. And again, I think will continue to sort of have a real strong utility within the modern as we move even into Conclave Arcana times. Because Headwinds is so pivotal in a lot of contexts nowadays, especially since there's rule sets where it's only archery units. And then for this to be magic and archery, or archery and magic, is so great for those same contexts because it's going to be able to slip in that magic damage even when they say archery only. And the repair too, in conjunction with maybe Grandmaster Wraith, who's going to have void armor, and then suddenly the repair is creating extra functionality against magic monsters. So very functional, very powerful, very significant. My history with it is still relatively new, and therefore I don't have a lot to. I can't go much deeper than that. But I thought, the price point that was available was very reasonable. $46 for a max level right there. And what did I pay for mine again? I paid $38 for my max level. So there you go, a bit cheaper than the current price point. What else did I get? I also got this one here, Argarax, and a max level. And a max level currently at $35, but I believe I paid less than that, right? Let's see. My Argarax, $21. Wow. So that's, in terms of where the market currently is at, that's an amazing price differential. And this card I really like. I know it's only 2 damage at the highest levels, but the Bloodlust option, for 3 mana, I really like that. And for it to only be 3 mana with it to have 6 or 7 hit points, I think we're starting to get into a place where this card is very meaningful and probably under appreciated, in my opinion. And so, are those the only cards I got? Oh yeah, and Dry Bone. Dry Bone, of course, neutral. The ambush, pretty significant. Plus neutral working with Darth Squirrel. aka Rescal Drath. And so you get the archery buff there, the significant speed, decent number of hit points, low mana cost. The ambush is a 4-bomb out the gate, and then the 5 speed probably means it's going to fire again in round 1 before you get to even act. So I really find these cards are really powerful. So anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. Things are a little wild over here, but this is how I spent it. And if you were to play the game, Raid Shadow Legends, and unlock value through your time and effort like I did, these may be some choices you might be able to make as well. I feel strongly that the Modern is going to be deeply impacted by Rebellion moving into 2025 and even 2026 until such time that we see the following ish. I don't think Conclave is going to make these obsolete. In fact, I think because Conclave is going to be so much cheaper than Rebellion, and in the sense of there's those common and rare packs, the starter packs, as well as the fact that I think they're going to be released in a moment where altcoins and the crypto market are booming, therefore more financial value is floating around. I think you're going to see more ownership of Conclave than you do of Rebellion. And if that is the case, then Rebellion will be a bigger fingerprint on how you differentiate yourself in the Modern League than Conclave will. It may be the case that everyone has Conclave in the Modern, whereas not everyone has a full Rebellion set. And so for those reasons, among others, plus fun, plus future, plus excitement about the game, plus the tokens came to me for free from time and effort, that's why these cards. It's about future investment. It's about personal joy, as well as perceived functionality. If that makes sense, I hope it does. And if it doesn't, let me know in the comment section below. Guys, have an amazing day. God bless. Bye for now.